my chair around and I say hello. And that's it. No. Hello, guys. It's me. I'm feeling a little bit weird. I'm shaking. My heart is, it's not in my chest. It's somewhere in the back of my throat. It feels so weird. Today has felt so weird. I hope you guys have had a good day. I don't know. I have tripped myself out, tripped a little bit of wiring in my brain. But, just a little sidetrack for personal me behind the bill. That sounds so weird. Like, because there's that TV show, The Bill. Anyway, yes, I kind of feel like Rapunzel, like I didn't climb down a castle, I broke through some walls, maybe more like Bowser. And yeah, you know when you think like you're protecting, at this point I wasn't protecting myself, I was just stuck in my little comfort zone, but I didn't want to, I don't know, face my fears, overcoming this, because, oh my God, I can't even spit it out. You're like, what are you talking about? I don't even know. I can't make sense. What's going on? I need to breathe. Should we restart? No. Okay, let's just bring it back and breathe. So, yeah, there was this comedy club that I needed to get back in, and I pulled out of this competition that's going on at the moment, and because I knew I wouldn't be back in the club in time because I'm a snail and everything takes forever. But yeah, my mate got through and they were in the semi-finals. So I was like, okay, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen tonight. And it was my third attempt. And yeah, I got in. I just turned my brain off. I didn't let my brain know what was happening until they asked for the ticket. I was like, da-da-da-da-da-da, here it is. And I was shaking and it was so weird because usually I just go straight to the bar and like become friends with the beer. But no, it was so weird. And now I'm tripping out because I've written about it in my journal, but I haven't said it with words. Anyway, how is everybody else going? I've never craved more. I'm craving summer. Something's changed. Something's weird. I feel like I might have progressed in life through a doorway because everything just looks a bit different today. And I got a bit of a bounce in my step. And I think it's because I'm really proud of myself. I'm so critical of myself. Yeah. And now I was like, I'm so fucking proud of myself. And to not drink, who am I? I better not be growing up. This better not be like me being responsible, but yeah. And thank you to everyone because I posted on the community tab. I mean, who else have I got to tell? I haven't even spoken to, my mates, my two mates. But yeah, spoken to anyone on like social media, which will be the next thing, because I'm kind of silent in real life on there. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that like replied and like, whoa, so many people liked that. I'm like, wow, there's really people out there listening. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But you're like my little hype crowd. Oh, but yeah, I posted on Twitter about, I really think that maybe the people that follow me, my Cactus crew on here, on YouTube, and then my Twitter family have something to do with it because it just really pushed me out of my comfort zone. Like I didn't have any control about the growth of this channel, or as much as I tried to like hide on the side for so long. And now there's no hiding. And I just got to do that in real life. Oh, I hope. Oh, but yeah, I reckon I can. I visualized myself on the stage. But yes, welcome everyone. Oh, if you haven't been here before, because there must be new people, because our channel, well, I say our channel because remember, I'm the voice, you guys are the body. I've thrown myself off. Usual. Let's bring it. Oh, look, I've got to double cross my legs. That's what's happening. We're not centered. It's not going well right now. Why the hell has my brain decided to, I don't know, put the pitchfork sign in the sand at the beach and it says closed? Where have you gone, mate? Come on. We've got to get on with the, I don't say show. What's going on? Okay, regroup. Let's talk about the cacti contributors really quick because we've only got 3 minutes now. Legs 11 is our time cut off. Enough dribbling. So if you guys want to help and contribute to the channel, you can join the cacti contributors and get a little cacti next to your name. That's my big, I love seeing it. It's beautiful. Cacti forever. And yeah, you get member shout outs. And tonight I am shouting out all things lost on earth. I mean, gosh, you should have been my first shout out. It was like you are one of the people, like when I have been doubting myself, whether I should continue in comedy or whatever. And like those late nights where you're just like, what the fuck am I doing? Sitting here watching TV. I should be outside of my house living. And then I came across All Things Lost on Earth. She does tarot, but oh my gosh, just life direction. You know when you know things, but you kind of need to hear it? That's what happened. I just clicked on one of her videos and it was telling me what I needed to hear at that exact time. And like, I didn't have any hope or anything. And that video just gave me, you know, because I do have stuff. I am different to everyone else in the like comedy scene. Now I'm starting to think like, do people think I'm rude? I should probably talk on stage about my agoraphobia, explain. Whereas, you know, I've just been yabbering on. Yeah. It's weird, the sober, like being sober, not that, I mean, because beer is such a big thing in Australia. Well, you know, everything's kind of around pubs. All the comedy stuff is in pubs. It didn't even worry me because I knew that if I drank, I felt sick because I have like hemochromatosis. It's overload of iron in my body and it affects my organs. And so, yeah, like alcohol, like I started feeling sick because it's kind of affecting like my digestive system. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say goodbye to the golden liquid, but yeah. Anyway, with a clear mind, it's like I'm tripping. It's too real. It's way too real. It's very, wow. That's why I just have a chuff. Just take the edge off, you know, a bit. Let's not be too straight. But yeah, I'm just going to head to the chat quickly and have a look. I'm seeing some green out of the corner of my eye. No, out of both my eyes now. Before you were on the side. Let's just do a quick rundown of the cacti line here. Going to run down and get some prickly hands. Hi, Shelley. How you going? Christoph fan. Oh, that's me. Oh, there I am. Yes, I know. It's weird when you have extra time and you're like, oh, have I forgotten something? Always. Hey, Will. Shelley. Did I say Shelley? Just looking. Gingerly. Alberta and Stella. How you going? T. Adams. Oh, I almost want to put another D in your name and just make you part of the Adams family. Oh, Leah, how you going? Oh, look at you guys. I love cacti. Love. It's so beautiful. I haven't brought a cactus yet. There's so many. And you got to know about growing stuff. Hey, Dee. Hey, TK. Oh, guess what, TK? You know how I'm saying, like, that's your name now? That's what I'm going to call you because of my favorite basis. Yeah, that's not his name. Do you know how hard it was? I thought I was tripping. I thought I was having a Mandela, like my own, like, Mandela effect crisis. I'm like, swear in another universe, his name was TK, but it's PK, like the Chewies. How the hell have I forgotten that? TK is so much better. So, yeah, I'm still calling you TK, but I'm just admitting my bad. And feel the love and Beatrice. The X always throws me off because I'm not good with stuff. It's Beatrice, isn't it? Hey guys, welcome. Everyone is so cool. Okay, should we get on? Like, I have not. I think we should just get into it. Let's just head to Reddit where they have like the part 1 and part 2. And I checked it. It lines up because now I listen on Spotify. I haven't listened to podcasts in so long. Like, I used to listen to true crime podcasts like a lot. And I was one of those people, like, I would fall asleep listening to a murder episode. But like, then I don't know, I just freaked myself out and that stopped. And then I just stopped listening to all my favorite podcasts. And that's probably, I should change that. And yeah, and so adding, can't wait. Let's go back to talking good. I want his accent. Okay, let's, I think I've already, this is what I mean. Like, how have I already got it hooked up? Oh no, I don't know. And I've already got it full screen. Surely something's not right. Should we just dive in? Are you guys ready? Have you got your snacks? I actually went down the snack aisle today. I rarely do because, you know, it's just sugar in different versions. Like, you know, do you want sugar as a Mars bar, like with chocolate and caramel, but it's all sugar? You know, or do you want ice cream? Oh my God, I've got an ice cream addiction, but also need to go back to not eating sugar because I gave up sugar. And I was like sugar-free for 8 years and then fucking lockdown. Like, no one can tell me I can't have ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Chocolate chip cookie dough. Okay, we're going. Timestamps are great, aren't they?
Now that pushes me forward to all of the negative press. We found out about a year ago that this Katie Joy Paulson, who some days claims to be a journalist, other days when she's being sued, she's not when she's being sued, she's a journalist. When she's not being sued and someone's outing her for her lies and bullshit, she's a private citizen because she thinks that shills her. Katie Joy Paulson, without a crystal ball, she started doing YouTube things about us and horrible, horrific things that she now states that she got all of the information from public record. Well, no, you didn't. You didn't get them from public record. You got them from my daughter, Lindsie, because you and Lindsie were talking. Now, keep in mind, folks, this Katie Joy has trashed everyone in television that she can get her hands on.
I want to go back to the bit where he just said ball, but I know it's quite a far back. Damn it, I'm going back because why does he say ball? So, but he drops it like ball. I can't ball. I can't do that. I'm going to have to practice. This is one word I want to get. Ball. Ball.
All of the negative press. We found out about a year ago that this Katie Joy Paulson, who some days claims to be a journalist. Other days when she's being sued, she's not when she's being sued, she's a journalist. When she's not being sued and someone's outing her for her lies and bullshit, she's a private citizen because she thinks that shills her. Katie Joy Paulson without a crystal ball. She started doing Katie Joy Paulson without a crystal ball. She's a citizen because she thinks that shills her. Katie Joy Paulson without a crystal ball.
Does anyone that's following me or in my chat speak like this? Ball, ball. How's he doing that? Ball. When I say ball, it's almost like I'm saying bore, like B-O-R-E. Oh, I know. Oh, I have the worst accent ever compared to you, Todd. Oh, you're so cool. I want your accent. Yeah, well, I like that he brought up the journalist stuff. I did see someone shared where she was talking about journalists' ethics. I'm like, oh, have you been watching something or have you listened to something that I've been saying? She might have seen it on Reddit when they posted the the ethics of journalists. I hope that's not her new word. Has she been using it all week? Don't tell me. I don't know if I want to know. I don't know if I want that word ruined.
She started doing YouTube things about us and horrific things that she now states that she got all of the information from public record. Well, no, you didn't. You didn't get them from public record. You got them from my daughter, Lindsie, because you and Lindsie were talking. Now, keep in mind, folks, this Katie Joy has trashed everyone in television that she can get her hands on. Also, you will click on her YouTube channel so she can make revenue from it. Now, I started talking about this about a year ago, and then I let it go because she kind of backed off of what she was writing. And I thought, she has no money. It's not worth what I'm going to have to pay in legal fees to have to go after that, this basic individual. So I'm going to leave it alone. She's not worth my time. So I'm going to leave it alone. She's not worth my time until she started back and until I started getting information and phone records. And
so did Lindsie tell him? Where did he start getting all the, who was giving? Well, I guess I did see back in 2020 that the link to the screenshots that we read last time online that were on Reddit was posted under a thread of his. So I love that. I love when we post stuff and they actually click it and open it. We're delivering the. I want the Duggars to do something. Oh, you believe Lindsie spilled? Yeah. Well, I don't even think there was even a friendship. I think it's all delusional. I think that she's just made it up in her head, in her diary. Oh my gosh. Single white female. Well. Will says he stumbled like he was going to call her a basic bitch.
We traced the phone numbers back between Lindsie and Katie Joy. And folks, as I stated on my podcast last week, I said the phone records are going to tell them. Now, folks, we have the phone records. We have the phone records. We have Lindsay's phone records. We had Katie Joy's phone number. So all we had to do was cross-reference. And I can't tell you how many phone calls are there between Lindsie and Katie Joy. Just on one phone number. I'll just leave that.
Do you know what I'm picturing in my head right now? Because the only like cross-referencing thing I've got to relate to is in the movie Clueless, when she has to help her dad highlight all those dates and stuff. I'm picturing that. There's probably a lot of communication between them and the dates that match up and what information was exchanged. Oh my God, I love a good research. I love when work is done, when it's not just words. Katie, this is how it's done, you know? When you connect the dots. Ooh, ooh. What's our other song, Katie? What's that one that's going to be number hit? You got to make those wheels move if you want to work your brain. It's not that, but that could be another version.
That statement where it is, I'll lay it on the table so that they know I know what they did. Just there between Lindsie and Katie Joy, just on one phone number. I'll just leave that statement where it is, I'll lay it on the table so that they know I know what they did. Just on one phone number. The number of phone calls and text messages between Katie Joy Paulson and my daughter, Lindsie Chrisley Campbell, are too numerous to mention. And they all line up with the dates that Katie Joy runs her stories. Now, folks, if the shoe fits, put that bitch on and walk in it.
I didn't know whether to do a slow clap or a fast one, so this is in the middle. Oh my God, yes, oh my God. Ooh. This is what is needed, just someone to put it together. Thank you, Todd. Thank you. I should have got balloons in the snack aisle. What was I doing?
Campbell are too numerous to mention. And they all line up with the dates that Katie Joy runs her stories. Now, folks, if the shoe fits, put that bitch on and walk in it. Now, Katie Joy, who has now changed her story at least 5 times, I never knew, and I'm grateful to God that I don't know anyone that is despised as much as this Katie Joy Paulson and Without a Crystal Ball. Anyone that is despised as much as this Katie Joy Paulson and Without a Crystal Ball.
Same here, Todd. Same here. I've never I should make a shirt with this. I've never in my life come across someone like this, and to be hated by so many people and to have no clue. Why? Why are these people hating me? Surely it must be their problem, not mine. Oh, fucking does your head in.
Paulson and Without a Crystal Ball. As what she is. I don't have anybody in my circle that people hate like that. But my social media, via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I cannot count the messages and the attachments and the content that has been delivered to my attorneys and to us of how this woman operates. She is intent on destroying families. She's intent on destroying people, but that's because she doesn't have God. She doesn't know God.
Remember the video that I did, like Mrs. Paulson's sermon? And I spoke about, what she spoke about, not really understanding God. But even if you're not into that religion or whatever, you can still understand that being honest and open with yourself brings honest and open communication. But Katie's not open and honest at all, even to herself. So she's, stuck in her own hell that she has created. She just radiates negative energy. Who would be friends with someone like this? No one would, right? God, can you imagine working with someone like this? I've actually worked with someone who used to drain me, and they just used to come in and complain about everything. I'm like, I don't care anymore. But thank God to those people who delivered what was needed to be forwarded, because that's why we do. This is why this community existed. I don't think it's an anti-KJ community. I feel we're like truthers, like deliverers of truth. And I'm glad the information is getting to the right people. The families that she is so eager to tear apart. I can't believe the amount of hate she has towards everyone. And then if someone is to question her, they automatically hate her and she's got to turn on them. What the hell? I don't think enough mirrors or anything is going to ever wake her up. She's really got to lose everything. But that's going to be a cold, hard concrete, you know? You know how you feel when you hit rock bottom and you think, oh, this is my rock bottom, but then you really do hit rock bottom? There's going to be a few rock bottoms for Katie.
I mean, I don't know if what I'm about to say is true or not, so I'm going to preface. I'm repeating what was sent to me. We're looking into it now about all these GoFundMes that have been set up and where that money went. And we'll know that, folks, because we are starting this lawsuit. We are also, Katie Joyce, went last week after I blasted her. She goes and says she's contacting the FBI. It's extortion. It's blackmail. I've never asked for one dime from you. I merely stated that I'm going.
Right. You guys have probably seen the tweets. I mean, we can go to the post later, but it's on Twitter, and she is saying, what's also on her Instagram, that she's putting charges towards Todd for extortion. I'm like, do you even know what the fuck that means? I think everyone was asking. She really, like, for someone who has the Grammarly keyboard, she really should know more. What words? I mean, the hypocrisy is so thick. It doesn't fit, but it should. Make it fit.
To sue you. You know that's the truth. My attorneys notified your attorney of that, and they notified him again this week that we are filing suit against you. And in that notice was an attachment. Katie, the attachment was clear. It was a notice for your deposition. I'm flying my attorneys to you. You don't have to come to Georgia. I'm flying them to you so they can depose you and video that deposition.
I love how we delivered to him and now he's delivering. It's a real pay it forward moment, isn't it? And it's like, no, Katie, don't get up. You stay seated in your drinking chair. We'll come to you. Like, wasn't it that production company was going to come to you, but you kind of got confused because I think they said they were just going to use your work. But, oh, well, I guess you did need the other end, the other half of that syringe because they do go off and, got to make that top plump lip. My heart is, it's back to normal where it should be. And it's like fuzzy beats, fuzzy pulsate. Oh, it's a good feeling. That kind of feeling. Yeah, but not, I'm not going there.
Now, she's already given up that, she's best friends with Lindsie and they share the same brain and they're just alike. Well, that's not a compliment to my child. For Katie Joy to say that my child is just like her breaks my heart. She's best friends with Lindsie and they share the same brain and they're just alike. Well, that's not a compliment to my child. For Katie Joy to say that my child is just like her breaks my heart, because that's not a compliment. But with that being said, Katie Joy says she's my daughter's best friend. And I just want to read y'all a little taste.
Oh, Todd, before we get into story time, I just want to say, has Katie ever looked at like Lindsie? Is there photos of Lindsie with actual friends when she goes out? Can Katie imagine herself, I don't know, sitting at a tapas bar, just catching up with the girlfriends? You know what? I can't imagine that. Can you? I just love his emphasis on words and the way he says child as well. Yeah. Oh, I need to go to Georgia. I'll go to Georgia. Can we do like house swap? What about poor girl, rich family, do swap? You could live in my house and I could live in yours. I know that's what a swap is, but also you would experience my neighborhood in Australia. It's not going to happen for years because no one's allowed in the country except all the people that keep arriving. Okay. I need to...
Of what kind of friend Katie Joy is to my daughter. Katie Paulson, who obviously loathes Kale Lowry, is talking shit about Kaylin in this text message. And she says they're talking about Kaylin recording something about Chris, who I don't know who any of these people are. But it says...
It's okay, Todd. I'm here. I got your back. I can fill in the Team Mum stuff. Oh, I just love it that we're going through your reading. I want to pull them up on the screen, but okay, let's go. He even says Kaylin loud. He says it so good.
She talks about, this individual says, Katie, Kaylin knows how Chris feels about Lux. She has lied for so long telling people he didn't want him. I don't know anything about that. I don't know this. I don't know Kale. I know nothing about this woman. What I do know, and what it appears as if, is that she's got custody of all of her children. She's putting a roof over their head. She's providing for them. So I don't give a shit about any of that. That's no.
Yeah, Katie has none of the teen mums will talk to Katie because basically she made money off a DV situation, exploit, just her typical whatever. And she always pokes at Kale. She'll go at Kale for being an anti-vaxxer. She'll go, and stir the beans. And then when Kale comes back at her, she'll say that Kale is bullying her when she doesn't mention that she went at her first. That kind of sly shit that she's always done. But yeah,
none of my business. These are things that were sent to me. And this best friend of my daughter, Katie Joy Paulson, says Lindsie is literally dumbfounded. Truthfully, she's just worried about herself and her business. She's anxious. Now, Katie Joy is saying that Lindsay's not worried about Kale. She's worried about herself and her business. She's anxious. And this individual says, I can see that, unfortunately. Do you think she hates? And then, and she says, I can see that, unfortunately. Do you think she hates her dad because of the impression her mother imposed on her of him? If so, that's what Kaylin would love to affect upon her boys. I know they have heard all the negativity she spews towards their dads. Katie Joy responds, no, not at all. Todd Chrisley is just not a good guy. This individual says, okay, understood. And Katie Joy says he kept them from their mom.
But does Katie know? I remember we went through these the screenshots. I read them last time. He reads them better. So he doesn't even say, and the other person replies. I'm learning from you, Todd. I'm learning how it's done. But also, don't lose the thought. Does Katie know? Is she just bullshitting? Because, like, she's saying how she thinks someone's feeling. It's almost like it's just her. Like, that's how she would react. She'd be anxious and focused on her own self. Not everyone is selfish like you. God, I'm getting annoyed.
But also, he's pretty manipulative and controlling. And Katie Joy says he kept them from their mom, but also he's pretty manipulative and controlling. Now, Katie Joy knows nothing about me and my ex-wife. The only way she would have any of this information would be as if she got it from Lindsie. And my two children were never kept from their mother. Their mother was a deadbeat mom. Now, if we were talking about a man who had not paid child support and didn't show up for visitation and didn't do anything for his children, he'd be the sorriest piece of shit on the face of the earth. How dare you let him get away with it? He'd be put in jail forever until he purged the contempt and paid the child support. But I never put their mother in jail, and she owes me over $1 million in back child support.
It's basically what she did to Tati. She doesn't know anything about, like, what Tati was going through or whatever. She just hated her, so she was going to elaborate. Not even elaborate, but just come up with her own lies. That's what I feel. But because even if you hate your dad, you wouldn't be talking about this to a stranger. I'm pretty sure Lindsay's got her head screwed on properly. I mean, there's no left and right with the features. What? That's not what I said. What are you guys thinking? Whatever you guys are thinking, I'm talking about water features. What are you talking about? There's a fountain over the road, right? Are you confused now? That's it. Men in Black, that's my purpose. To confuse you and then move on.
She owes me over $1 million. Now, folks, I've said this 1,000,000 times. Court records don't lie. She never paid a dime tuition for school, braces, doctor's visits, food, clothing, shelter. She never paid $1 for any of it. Has she ever sued me for slander? No, because she knows it's the truth. So, Katie, there's your other lie. That's slander, darling. Lindsay's telling Katie Joy it's the truth. So, Katie, there's your other lie. That's slander, darling. So, Katie, there's your other lie. That's slander, darling. Lindsy's telling Katie Joy is saying that Lindsy's saying that she told me if this comes out and it's what you're saying it is, that she's going to part ways from the podcast and Kale. She just needs for me to send her proof. Now, this means that Katie Joy is.
So what they're referring to is there was actually a video, because this was around the time when MTV, I think it was 2020, around or the Black Lives Matter riots and stuff were going on, and MTV fired one of the teen mum's dad's girlfriends, Taylor, Corey's girlfriend. Corey is the dad of Ryder. He had Ryder with Cheyenne? God, I haven't watched so much long, and it's right information that's coming out of my mouth. I'm surprised. Anyway, so she got fired for all these tweets from her past emerged, and they were all racist. So she got fired, and everyone was calling for Kale to get fired because she has called her ex-boyfriend, Chris. I think it was between them. They were having a conversation, or I don't know, but she said the N-word, and apparently it's like it was on an IG live and someone has recorded it. And yeah, and then so Lindsie was telling Katie in these screenshot, like the messages, that if it ends up being Oh, no. Yeah. If it ends up being real, she will leave the podcast that she does with Kale. And yeah, so that's the little bit there. I hope it made sense. If not, you just have to make sense of it.
Is telling Lindsie about all of this stuff with Kale, and that she's going to send Lindsie proof about Kale being a racist. Katie Joy says she saw the message between Kale and Kristen with using the N-word. And she sees that there could be now she's saying that Lindsie is saying that she sees the use of the word freely, but she just needs proof that Kale says it. I hope that makes sense. Now, that's what Katie Joy says on Wednesday at 5:22 p.m. This individual comes back and says, for a long time, I tried to see good things in Kale. In fact, I think, as I've always thought, that these people are not her friends. I give Chris a pass because he has to at some point fight for his son, blah, blah, blah. All of this is stuff that I don't even need to know about or care about, because that's Kale's business.
You know what? I really love when people read out, stuff that they just don't know about. Not that he should know about anything, Teen Mum. I mean, it's so lame. I don't know why I do, but who cares? Breathe, move on. What I'm saying is, yeah, remember when Emily D. Baker had to talk about, didn't it some Teen Mum stuff came up? Oh, I can't remember what it was. Look, I've lost my thought. But yeah, I'm enjoying knowing usually I don't know what's going on. I actually know what's going on, and I'm going to relay that to you guys so you know what's going on. See how this works? Pay it forward. Oh, it's not a good movie though, right? Oh, I know, let down.
Business is not my business. And so then this individual comes back and says, but Lindsie definitely lies to her. But Kale definitely lies to her. Katie Joy comes back and says, Kale told Lindsie there is no arguments with Chris in front of people. This individual says that's not true. Now, this individual is talking about a video that went on, that about a fight or something that went on or whatever. Katie Joy comes back and says Lindsie has never watched Teen Mom. Now, folks, that's a lie, because Lindsie watched Teen Mom when Teen Mom started coming out, because she talked about it with us all the time.
Yeah, and she's also spoken on the podcast with Kale, the coffee, whatever that podcast is called, Coffee and Combos. She's spoken. No, is that what it's called? Yeah. She's spoken about how she used to watch it in first few seasons. Yeah, so I mean, we all know Katie lies and toots her own horn and adds shit, but yeah, get this straight. But I just want to remind you guys that please don't partake in a conversation with someone and where you're talking about what someone else has said, or you're talking about someone with someone else. I don't. If you want to know about the person or whatever, you would go to them and talk to them about it, right? Just don't talk about people behind their back and assume, and it creates this energy and it's going to attach to you, and it's not a good energy. I don't know. I guess because I don't know. I got doxed on Twitter years ago, and I had a bird's eye view of why do I have to use the word? Why is there no other word for narrative now? What is going on? The narrative that they used to talk, continue to talk about me or whatever. I was like, what the hell is going on? That's not right. It's not true. But just it's so bullying. But you do what you need. But I hope that when you're doing it next time, I'm in the back of your head and you hear Bill going, guys, don't do that. Be kind. Yeah, in that voice too. It'd be really annoying. Oh, gosh. He's good at reading them. You're better than me. Well, we knew that. We should do a competition, battle of the accents.
So that's a complete lie. And Lindsie has since filmed with Teen Mom and follows multiple people with Teen Mom. So that's just another complete lie. But this individual comes back and says to Katie, does Kaylin know Lindsie talks to you and that you talk to me? She said, Kaylin knows that Lindsie and I speak. Lindsie knows that I, but this individual comes back and says to Katie, does Kaylin know Lindsie talks to you and that you talk to me? She said, Kaylin knows that Lindsie and I speak. Lindsie knows that I speak to you. Kaylin can.
She never really answers the question, does she? She answers what she thinks they're asking. Oh my gosh. She is such a piece of shit.
Concluded that we spoke based on our interactions on Twitter. And she says, and so this individual says, now I'm not trying to be funny, but you cannot tell me that she grew up in Georgia and can't spot racist tendencies. My dad is African from Liberia. My mother is Russian, Latvian. I'm not a fool. Now she's talking about Lindsie saying she's never heard the N-word and this, that, and the other.
Like I only know about Georgia from the movies. I know I'm a naive Australian, but isn't it like in the South, aren't people more cultured than a person growing up in Minnesota? I would think so. I don't know. Also, she's had access to the world outside of the funeral waiting room. I don't know what Katie wishes. She just was so much more than what she is. Yeah, keep reaching. I think the other person, I don't know. Has it been revealed? We'll go, there's another post in Reddit about addressing the person. So we can go there. Because I don't know whether I should out it or not. I don't know why I follow the rules.
Katie Joy comes back and says, now this is very important because now remember, Katie's put out these videos where she says that she's best friends with Lindsie. Katie Joy says, I don't know. I like Lindsie. I just think she's very naive and Kale really lies to her. But I do think they think it's Becky saying all of this.
And Becky is like one of Kale's friends. And I think they were referring to like Becky was the one that outed Kale for saying the N-word. I think that that's where it's coming from. But, wow, this has taken me back as well, even though we kind of went over this last week. Although, yeah, and also last week when I was showing the messages, snail brain. I was clicking on them, making them big and stuff. They were so big. I wanted to see how big they were on my TV, but it didn't happen because I opened a new window and you guys were just stuck with the original. But I'm sure that was pretty big on a TV anyway. But I wanted to see humongous. I wanted to see King Kong in your face. This is it. It's like, do the big fist thump. No, that's not even it either. Fist pump. Oh my God, brain. Finally worked. Oh, down south, more racism. But is that because like there's more like of a diverse like population? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Katie, even for her to bring up, she loves bringing up these issues. These are the issues as well that you shouldn't just be gossiping about, accusing someone of being a racist. I mean, Oh, sorry, I clicked on that and then oh yes, I talked about it. What word? She has heard that word. What word? It's okay. Brain. I'm just going to scroll up, do a little scroll up and see what the chat have been saying. Although, like we just saw, when I click on it, I won't even know because I've forgotten. Oh, we got to go to part 2. Oh, that went too quick. Why did that go so quick? There weren't enough. Okay, let's go to 2. I got the link, so... And then I paste it there and I press enter. And this is what it means when it's all just flowing, it's all just working out. And this is what, look, don't you hate it when it starts? I hate ones that start automatically. Because what if you're not ready? I like to get positioned before I press play. So, yeah. Another thing while we're here, can I just say, Twitter is the only social media platform that I have found where you can highlight something and then you go to copy it and it remains highlighted. I love that because what if you want to do more? I hate re-highlighting because other platforms, you highlight it and you go to copy and then it's not highlighted anymore. It's like, what if I still wanted to do more? And that's how Twitter comes out on top. That's in the pro, part of what's good about Twitter, that the highlight doesn't disappear. It gives you more choice. And that's fucking brilliant in my books. Anyone else notice that? Or am I the only one that cares? I don't think so. There's got to be more than me. And when are they going to invent another color of highlighting? I don't like blue. Blue is the worst. Sorry to everyone who likes blue. Okay. Have I had a whinge? Is everybody gone to the toilet? And no, I'm still sitting here waiting. Okay. I'm pressing play now. Oh, I kind of want to watch this in 3D, even though it would just be them. It would just be the picture in 3D. What?
Another statement from Katie Joy. They're talking about the trademark for Coffee Convos. And Katie Joy is saying that Lindsie was scammed by Kale because Lindsie didn't own any of the trademark. Lindsie thought she owned some of the trademark with Coffee Convos. And Katie Joy says she was actually stumped as we talked through the trademark. She's really shaken up by this. Lindsie filed for it. This individual said stumped. She didn't know that it was only in Kellen's name.
She just likes to paint Lindsie as defenseless little girl that knows nothing about the world. I think her parents might have raised her a bit more savvy to go out there with a brain that works, figure it out for herself. Katie, she's not you. You're painting a picture of you. You live your life in the fetal position crying. Not everyone is like that.
And Katie Joy says she couldn't say why. She said if it folds, she's going to rebrand herself. She's going to rebrand it under a different name. Katie Joy says she couldn't say why. She said if it folds, she's going to rebrand herself. She's going to rebrand it under a different name. That Lindsay's going to leave the podcast, leave Kale, and go and rebrand under a different name. And she goes,
imagine the importance that you have given yourself to talk for Lindsie Chrisley. That's how close you are with Lindsie Chrisley, that you're just so happy to talk on her behalf. This is how she feels. We're so tight. She messages me 10 times a day, minimum. Fuck off. This is why you got no friends. This is why you've got no best friends. This is why best friends, you don't even understand what that means. No, it's not who's your favorite of the month. comes with also some ethics and morals to like friendship. Everything's a relationship. If you're not honest, good luck having an honest best friend because of what you've created in your mind. Far out, woman. I keep saying that, but geez, Katie.
Lindsay's a lot like me. It's why we're so close. Katie Joy then makes another statement. She doesn't have many people to confide in about her dad. I've been there for her through all of it. We don't agree about Kale at all. She knows that I don't like Kale, and Kale does not like me, but she's not Kale. She said that isn't her business. The individual says, I don't know what she sees in Kaylin. Maybe she's empathetic towards her. I am at times. The wicked shit Kaylin does distinguishes it. Empathetic towards her. I am at times. The wicked shit Kaylin does distinguishes it.
Katie wouldn't know what fucking... She doesn't know what feelings are. She doesn't know how to empathize. I can't even talk. What is happening? Am I having an online stroke? She doesn't know what empathy is. Full stop. She doesn't know what any feeling is. That's why every time she talks about feelings, they're the generic words. I'm sad. I'm mad. I'm angry. It never progresses. That's why her writing doesn't flow, because there's no emotion behind it. She's just trying. I want to know. Well, I want to know what Katie confided in Lindsie, but then I guess it would have just been all her articles and how stressed she is with her life. The same thing that she always complains about, how she doesn't like her life. She doesn't want this life. Well, you've got it, and you're doing not a good job. Should we go to chat, or should we? Okay.
Katie Joy comes back and says, I think she probably in some ways understands the isolation of not having parents that Kale feels. Todd is terrible to Lindsie, truly.
Katie has isolated herself from her family. She has said she only sees her parents at Christmas most times. Christmas! And they come to her. She doesn't go to them. I think she, Katie's whole issue with like Christianity and Catholics and all that, I think her hate it's directed at her parents. But really, it's directed at everyone. It's just fucking hate going everywhere. I've never seen so much hate.
Folks, Todd was so terrible to Lindsie that when she graduated high school, I bought her a $750,000 condo. She left my house. I told her when she left, as long as you live your life the way you've been raised and don't step outside of it, I will continue to support you. Lindsie moved into her condo, and within a matter of months, she had started seeing Will, and he was spending the night there. I wasn't paying for a shack pad for Lindsie, Kyle, Chase, Savannah, and won't do it for Grayson. So I said, if you're going to shack up with him, you're going to do it on his dime. You're not going to do it on mine. She moved out of the condo. We put it on the market, and we sold it a year later.
And Katie took a loan out from her parents. Yeah. So is Lindsie the same as you, Katie? I don't know. Todd sounds like a fucking awesome dad. As long as you go out there and instill the values that I have raised you with, that's really, the best any parent could want for their child. But he's like expressive about it. I don't know if you ever got that, Katie. You haven't even gone out into the world. You went to Spain for 6 months, which was part of your university course. Slow clap.
So that's the kind of relationship she has with her dad. I'm the only one that's ever supported her, ever put a dime out for her, ever been there for her. So that's the kind of relationship she's got with her. Then Katie Joy from with a crystal ball comes back and says, then Katie Joy from with a crystal ball comes back and says, she's bipolar. Now, keep in mind, this is her best friend. According to Katie Joy, she's saying that Lindsie's her best friend, but she comes back and says that she's bipolar. And this other individual she's talking to says, well, it doesn't surprise me. She said, I watch.
Never, ever speculate on someone's mental illness and what. Yes, we do it with Katie, but there's like definite there. But there's no denial. She has denied. I remember conversations that during Amber, the DV tapes, the audios released, she was arguing with someone on Twitter that Amber didn't have bipolar. She's been diagnosed with that. And she's arguing with people she knows. We are so lucky that we don't have friends like Katie, right? Is anyone else thinking that? Fuck. I can't imagine living a life without my best mates. Like my best mate's turning 40 tomorrow night. I can't believe we're in our 40s now. This is my best mate. We've been best mates since, I don't know, 22 years. I can't imagine like not having someone who's got my absolute back and has seen me in my all loopiness, you know, not in my pulled together, we can't act crazy in society otherwise. Yeah. Shh, don't tell anyone, YouTube. I'm normal. Look at me. I know you can't see me.
I've watched it. And Katie Joyce goes back and says, Todd kept them from their mom. He controls all of his kids. Kyle and his ex were addicts. She's talking about Kyle and his ex were addicts. To my knowledge, I've never known Lexi to ever be on drugs. Batshit crazy.
Do you know where I read that? Because, you know, I wanted to research on Chrisley, just have a look back. And then I came across his granddaughter that he adopted. And so I went into that whole story. And the only article that says that her parents were addicts and that's why the whole adoption and stuff was from The Sun, guys, The Sun. I just can't believe that Katie uses these shit resources. Go beyond there. Go to maybe a Reddit. Like, there's other, don't just get it off a gossip site where anyone can write a story and tell them about it and they give them money. And, she needs to learn about tabloids.
Crazy, yeah. Jealous, envious, thirsty, yeah. But I've never known her to be a drug addict. So this Katie Joy is talking about Lexi and Kyle being addicts and that I control all my kids. And this individual says, well, that's worrisome for the grandbaby to grow up in that environment. And she goes, well, he's going to prison for a long time. So don't worry. She says, the more I think about Lindsie, I think that Lindsie
did not even react to the suggestion that maybe that would be bad for the child. Katie wouldn't know. She doesn't feel for kids. Who cares what the child's going through? Let's get back to Todd. He's so fucking vicious. This is just Tati over again. Making up stuff. Coming to her own conclusion. And that must be the truth because she's a fucking genius with the highest IQ. She said one time that her IQ was so high that that's why people had trouble understanding her. Huh? Go away. I don't know who I'm saying that to, but my brain wanted to say that.
She used me for info about her dad and to control what I think about Lindsie. I think that Lindsie used me for info about her dad and to control what I said about Kale. This person says, I can see that, unfortunately. Do you think she hates her dad because of
the person can see it because that's what they're doing to you, Katie, buttering you up for info. You're so dumb. You probably think that your conversations with Lindsie was like best mates, just like Amy. They'll just keep telling you what you want to hear to keep you as their little puppet because you believe everything. You don't even run it through anything that would tell you that it's bullshit. You have no bullshit meter. You're a shit researcher. You're not a journalist. You have no fucking ethics as your own. Your morals are fucked. You don't know boundaries. Fuck. You're the easiest person to feed bullshit to. I mean, we know. Remember what Matt Bayer did? He was questioning whether you even have a teen mum source. So he told you that there's a possibility that Amber's getting fired from Teen Mum. Boom, 20 minutes later, you were making a live on YouTube telling the world Amber Portwood's going to be fired. It's an exclusive. And that Ashley came out and said you were talking shit. Everyone's like, you're talking shit. You were like, no, my source says. Boom, it comes out that you were wrong. You're like, people are wrong. Whatever. Should we just call you Kathy?
the impression her mother, but that's the same thing. So, folks, I've got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of messages like these screenshots from multiple people where Katie Joy's been talking shit about Lindsie being bipolar, how Lindsay's talked shit about me, how she's talked about her family, how she's talked about Kay, all of this stuff. I've got the screenshots of it. So if you doubt me, if you want to go out here and call my bluff, I'll post this shit. Now, Katie Joy has said she's going to the FBI because I have extorted her and I have slandered her. Everything that I have said, I have proof of.
I can't even imagine Katie leaving the house and going to the FBI. Would she walk in with her pile of papers, or would she have filed them nicely, or would she be prepared? Like, I can't imagine anyone taking her serious with that makeup in real life. They just look at you, they'd look at her going, what the hell is the dog dragged in? What's this? This will be a good story for around the water cooler later on. You'll never believe the woman that walked in. Okay.
Anything that I say, we have vetted. We're going to get more information because we're going to sit people down for depositions. So with that being said, we're going to have plenty of information. But if you feel I have slandered you, if you feel that there's a recourse that you need to take, file your lawsuit. We're filing ours, you file yours. That's how this is going to go down.
I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows what slander is. She learned nothing from Tati. She learned absolutely nothing. She thinks she won. She's that dumb. We were going to win, so we settled. Oh, my God. That's like dumb fuck of the year, quote of the year. I'm going to put that on your, engrave that into the trophy that I'm putting in the box of stuff I'm sending you, Katie. Actually, it's not gold. Make it bronze. Goes a bit better with your green moors.
I'm no Taddy Westbrook. It won't be filed in the wrong venue by Taddy Westbrook. I'm no Taddy Westbrook.
Hang on, Todd. I don't know if you're saying Tati right. Like, I think it's Tati. Tatty? But, like, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just, I'm
no Taddy Westbrook. It won't be filed in the wrong venue My attorneys are smart enough to know exactly where it needs to be filed. And they're going to file it where you committed these wrongdoings against me and my family. So we're going to file it in your jurisdiction. We're going to serve you in your jurisdiction.
I should let him talk, but I'm just so, oh my God. The Minnesota law is running through my head. You know, the bit that says about what they do with cyber stalking and cyber harassment. This, like, slander would fall under harassment, wouldn't it? Because it's not just a one-time thing. I don't know. I didn't have a law degree, but stuff sticks in my head. My gosh. Can't wait for the filing, and then we will ride it on. What does your motorbike/cart look like?
Jurisdiction. We're going to depose you in your jurisdiction, and we're going to go in front of a jury in your jurisdiction. And we're going to have a...
Imagine if her neighbors are on the jury. Oh my God. This is so awesome. I want to be on the jury. I'm from Minnesota.
A witness list, folks, that's going to... It'll be standing room only in this courtroom of people that are willing to testify to this being a pattern of Katie Joy's, of her...
Oh my God, Todd, can you just like call all of us from like Twitter, and I'll be there. I like lining up. How good is lining up? It's the best. The people you meet when you're lining up, you know, your front and your back person. There's always one that's better to talk to.
Sending out temporary restraining orders and trying to shut people down and stop them from speaking. You're not stopping me from speaking. People, you have a First Amendment right to freedom of speech. You can say, as long as it's truthful, you can people, you have a First Amendment right to freedom of speech. You can say, as long as it's truthful, you can repeat it. Now, I have never one time said I was going to freedom of speech. You can sit down and stop them from speaking.
Katie Joy Polson, if you are listening, if you're not, but you should listen right now to the next bit. If we can get some quiet in the room so Katie can listen with her ears, not with your eyes.
You're not stopping me from speaking. People, you have a First Amendment right to freedom of speech. You can say, as long as it's truthful, you can repeat it. Now, I have never one time said I was going to try to get money from this person who doesn't have any money. I said, I'm going to use what she has done to me and my family. I'm going to counter it with the truth.
Words have power. You can't just write shit. You should have learnt this from Pathios. You know, remember you got fired because you wrote stuff that wasn't true and then try to pass it off as the truth, which you do so much. Yeah, so you didn't even learn then. I've forgotten what I was going to say. Come on, brain. It's because I hit the hour mark and it's like, we need a break. But hang on, let me just think. Was it going to come to me? Yeah, imagine if she had learnt from everything she had gone through. We probably would be here because this is her way of getting her name out there. She'll only ever be known as the person that Todd Chrisley wiped the floor with. And then did a slam dunk, you know, mid-time competition and won that car wash.
And every person that has followed her, that has believed her stories, I will tag them in it so that they now know that Katie Joy lied and that they co-signed that lie. I have a right to do that.
Todd, heads up, you should just tag at Zag Creations and then all the minions will know. She's basically the town, is it preacher? I don't know, but, stands on the box and lets everyone know what the issue is and don't come for Katie. It's the one down from the cult leader.
There's no law that says I am in it, so that they now know that Katie Joy lied and that they co-signed that lie. I have a right to do that. There's no law that says I can't do that. That's not harassment. And that they co-signed that lie. I have a right to do that. There's no law that says I can't do that. That's not harassment, that lie. I have a right to do that. There's no law that says I can't do that. That's not harassment. That's defending my reputation, defending my family's name. So that's not harassment. My attorneys went back and listened to my podcast, and they clearly state, you've not slandered her. You've not.
Because, Katie, when your brain is working at the, functioning at an adult level, you know that what you're saying, like what you say, you are responsible for, and most people know that. So common sense, and you can keep saying, oh, you did this, you did that. Have you looked up extortion yet in the Grammarly dictionary? Actually, why don't you just use the usual dictionary? I don't know. I'm starting to question Grammarly, and maybe you should uninstall the app and then reinstall it again. There might be some technical issues, or it could be the lack of emotion that, you can't just insert words like Tyler and his poetry. Is his name Tyler? It's been that long. Oh my God. I just remembered that not that I just remembered, but I remembered I've just got a voice here now, and I came from the Hatter world, and but Janelle's so boring now. Why does she look normal? Why does she look normal? Yes. Okay. What's happening? I went somewhere then. Should we go to chat? Let me have a look at chat. Oh my God, guys, how long have I ignored you for? And it's been over an hour. This is why, let's have a look. Oh, guys, you've been saying a lot of words. I love it when there's a lot of words. Don't you hate it when you accidentally are writing a lot on, as a comment to someone or something, and a message or a text comes up on your phone, and then when you go back, everything you've written is not there. That's the bad thing about Twitter. It happens if you halfway through a message, you can't just go back to it. Not on my end anyway. Well, me with DMs, it's never easy. Sorry, I got to pay a little bit of attention to chat because, look, they got words and I feel like I've ignored them, and these are my people. It's not just a one-person channel. I'm the voice and these guys are the body. So that's why I say I'm always better in replay. Where did this accent come from? Who knows? Okay. Let's see. Yes, narcissists. Narcissists can't see outside of anything but themselves. Yes. Oh, what's your name? Mealy. Oh, because there's lots of, because everything's looking blurry now. Melin. I like it. You know what I'm trying to say. And it's all going downhill. Be Free says KJ makes herself out to be way more important than she is. And then mix that with alleged amphetamine abuse, and one of the side effects of overusing it, and when you don't need it, is you have a godlike presence. You feel like you can do anything, like you're the king of the world basically, but you're not on Titanic and you don't die like Jack. So I know I ruined it, didn't I? I'll never be an inspirational person. What are they? people that talk. God, there was this comic the other night, last night. And I was like, she's too happy. I'm never going to be able to get on her level. She's so happy. Not that I'm not happy, but I mean, just that kind of like, I don't know. What am I? I'm a pessimist or something. What am I? I always bring in the negative. I don't know. It's not going well with my brain and my mouth working together right now. Yes, B3 says, and that most daddies, they will help their daughters, but they don't want to pay for our love shacks. Nope. And that's really, and every parent, well, daddies and daughters. I know that like when I always ring my dad. My mum would just say, ring your dad. Like when the tree came through my roof, I rang my mum because I knew my dad would be angry, and somehow it's my fault that the roof and the tree collided. Sarah asks, when did these conversations take place? Katie this morning, still posting about Lynn's. Really? Still posting? Oh, I don't look anymore. This is I really think I just don't look anymore. It's apparently someone was saying she's now accusing Todd Chrisley of sending the emails. Like he's now part of, is he King Troll now? Oh, he really, I hate all these new people come in and they just jump straight to leadership. When am I going to be the cult leader? Why am I not even in the cult leader, running to be? I'm basically Harry's kids, Prince Harry's kids. I'm never going to be king. No one thinks about me, do they? I'm not even on the radar. How come I haven't even been a suspect? This is all me joking. Let's stay where we are. No one has noticed we are even here, really. Andrew did the same, and now she doesn't have nothing to do with her. Andrew, as in Amber's Andrew? I don't know. I scrolled and it went fast. There's a lot of messages I have missed. Yes, TK. And exactly, a dad is going to defend their daughter whether the relationship is cracked or not. And Katie would not even know the true relationship because she doesn't understand relationships. She doesn't even have a good relationship. She doesn't have a good relationship with anyone in her life. None of her relationships bring her absolute joy and happiness, even though her middle name is Joy. Maybe she had joy early on, or it's just a family. Maybe the genetics of the family are we're not joyful, so everyone in the family has middle name Joy, or the females anyway. Far out, man. And go out there and spread joy to the world. No, I don't want that joy. But Katie has no one that would stand up for her, that would stand in the middle of perceived attacks and go no more and take Katie offline for her well-being. Toad, yes, brain, I love how you're working on that. Maybe that's why my brain wasn't working, because it's focusing on differentiating. Oh, we didn't do good on that word. The toad and the Todd. Now I've jinxed it, right? Yes. Okay. Toad won't even. He cares more about the money than his wife's mental health. Obviously, I bet if Todd Chrisley came across Lindsie on, maybe she had a breakdown and started a YouTube channel and was on there talking about her stalkers and her harassers, but giving way too much information, pointing fingers, I bet he would be over there with scissors chopping every wire. No lights, no nothing. You don't get anything. That's it. Black for you. You're off the grid now. Something. God. I reckon even the person that met like Lindsie down at the servo when she was putting gas, that's American. We don't say putting gas in the car. Do you guys say that, or is that just TV? We like put petrol in, I don't even know what we say. I just like stick it in the guzzler. Moving on. What are we even talking about? You guys changed the topic. I'm just going to press play now.
Extorted her. None of that. I also have all the information where they're saying that I have said that her husband is a racist, Nazi, whatever. Let me clear that up. I have all of the messages and the definition of the symbol that was used that shows neo-Nazi. I have messages that show what this former production company that he was signed with, all the issues that they had with racism. I didn't, as far as I'm concerned, I don't give a shit what he does. But buddy, you said on your
Todd, I'm concerned for your throat. You sound like how I feel where I'm heading. I'm heading to, I want to talk, but my voice and my voice box needs rest. I appreciate it though. And I'm so glad you have all the evidence. I wanted to say the more, because he touched on moribund, and today I scrolled past that video where I'd never put it out. I don't know why I didn't put it out. I think it's, oh yeah, because I fucked it. Because I ruined it like in the editing process. But anyway, not that you guys expect master work from me. But yeah, I found out that like moribund, made a mistake. They corrected it and then they moved on. But like I in my opinion, I believe that Toad like chose that label for that reason. Like, because he's that nuts. Like even the stuff that he chooses to associate with, it's never right. Like the rune, the specific one. My God, we're doing so lispy. That they're talking about that he uses in the father clip. God, brain. Yeah, it's, you got to think of it like if you want to share it in a video clip that could potentially be broadcast worldwide, you've got to think, okay, well, this is what it's associated with now. But like which association outweighs, it's well known for being something way different more than it is the new way. I'm so bad at explaining, but he's a tryhard. He's such a tryhard. And I feel like he doesn't even understand because he's a bit like Katie. He doesn't quite get it. So he's going to dip his feet in everything and try and make music, and it's not. Even if I was in an elevator, get me the fuck out of this elevator. What? And there's people on there going, people need to hear this. No, they don't. What country and what? No, what school do you go to? Quick, back, because I just saw this one from Jessica. Yes, Amber's Andrew. Use Katie to put out the info. Yes. And then poof, he's gone. Yeah, well, she totally manipulated him, and, she wasn't the right person for that, for him to give. Who would trust? That's what she does, though. Even Matt Bayer. She became obsessed with him. At least 20 text messages a day. This is what he says in one of the interviews. I think it's the Sherelle one. I shared it in one of my lives. Okay. Have I talked too much?
Post, which we have screenshots for, so I'm so thankful for the army out there that loads these people because they load us up with it. He said, I'm not going to sue Katie Joy because I can't sue her. and tells this person how dumb they are because I'm under an indictment. You better check your damn law, buddy. That doesn't stop me from suing your ass, and it doesn't stop me from suing your wife. Check your damn us up with it. He said, I'm not going to sue Katie Joy because I can't sue her, and tells this person how dumb they are because I'm under an indictment.
Toad. He thinks he is so... Toad, you don't even wear the pants in the family, in the household. And you don't know half the stuff. Katie doesn't even fucking tell you. You didn't even know that the supposed stalkers and that had like told the FBI that you were caught, SA. You know, those allegations? Yeah, until she went live on IG, and then you're like, what? Yeah. Which obviously it must be made up, because what kind of wife would keep that information from their life partner, regardless of the relationship status? That's what I mean. Like, does Katie not care for anyone? She was just like, I need to spread that information before I tell anyone, because I don't care about anyone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the new torture. Prisoner of war will put you in an elevator and there's no getting out. 24 floors up and down. Todd Paulson's catalogue of bands. Yep. And all the music you want. And yeah. Oh. Oops. Why does he look so like beard and like he just looks like a statue head? What's it off? What's coming to me? The Rock. Oh, I keep doing, you guys haven't seen Return to Oz. Why not? But the Rock God on that. Oh, should we keep going or should we take a break? Because I feel like my brain's like, we should take a break so that we can stroll. You know, it's like we're on the airplane and it's time to walk that aisle. Oh, can I have I just need a question. I've been asking, I want to ask people this, but when you're on an airplane and you're strolling down that, you need to go to the toilet at the back of the plane. How hard is it? Like, do you keep your arms? Do you put them in front? Do you lock them? Or do you swing them? Have you accidentally hit a child on the head with your motivation to get to the toilet because you've just been sitting down for so long? It's so hard to walk in a straight line, I think, more than when you're trying to prove that you're not drunk. It's so hard on an airplane because any sudden movement, and then especially when it's tray time, like trays down, oh my God, I'm 6 foot. I don't travel well on the plane. I hate planes. I'd rather travel for 3 months on a boat to get even that. Why is teleportation? Well, teleportation, but you probably risk arriving without an eye or something. I wouldn't trust anything. But what about underground tunnels? No one has done magic bus to the center of the earth stuff, have they? I'm thinking slides as well. I'll just have a look and see if... Okay, well, can we do a break? I'm going to do a break, guys. Let's all stand up and walk down the aisle. And, yes, because my brain's like, yeah, we need to break. Oi, listen to the music, chill out. I'll be back soon, okay? Woo, and we'll come back and be like 30 seconds left of the thing to play. Think what you're doing.
Oh, 1 mile in fog patches and showers early Friday, but improving to greater than 6 miles on Friday morning.
Stars shining bright above me. Night breezes seem to whisper sycamore tree. Dream a little dreamer.
Are you guys aware that you just listened to the song twice? I know, right? You can't even tell. I love it. That's one of my favorite songs. Like, I mean, I love Doris Day, but just because of how, well, my nana used to always have her playing. But anyway, and my car's named Doris. It's a long story, but my favorite, both Corey Feldman and Corey Haim movie is Dream a Little Dream. Oh, it's so good. I watched it the other night and it's still so good. Oh my God, it just gives me feels. Okay, how is everyone? Did you guys have a good stretch? Have you thought about how do you walk down a plane? Have you thought, I haven't been on a plane in a while, probably don't want to go on one. You know, who's seen the Carpool Karaoke? Carpool Karaoke, the one with Kanye. So I don't know if I say his name right either. Like, I don't say his name how my friends say his name. So I'm probably saying it wrong. Kanye? Is it Kanye? See, I feel like I don't have enough culture to even pronounce Kanye right. Kanye. Or maybe I say it right now because I remember there was a time when my mate made me practice. Okay. I saw a comment and, oh, where's it gone? Oh, did I just, oh, I inspire you? Will, what for? Do I inspire you to be a singer because you've realized, hey, you know, at least I'm better than Bill singing? That's why I'm so open with singing. And I just hope someone hears me and goes, damn, she's brave. I'm going to show the world, at least I've got talent. And then they go out there and they win Australian Idol. Well, not Australian, maybe The Voice. I don't know. It depends what year. Can we choose? Oh, there's something that I've read because I've been reading so many of the articles. I know you guys don't want me to share. You're not really a fan of the articles I share, the videos. There's going to be a bit of article sharing going on, but it all relates because, if you don't watch it all, you won't understand when I get to the point, and then you realize I don't ever get to the point. But that's okay. At least we're in it together, not in the point. My bravery and creativity. Are you sure what did you just smoke? I mean, God, what's in your pipe? Pass it on. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I'm getting better at accepting compliments. I used to find that so hard. I think because I never believed myself. I never believed the words that people were telling me. So it was really hard for me to respond. But now maybe I am brave, and I don't know if I'm brave. I don't have red hair and flowing and curly. Bravery and creativity. I think my bravery just comes from you get to the point, just don't give a fuck. It's not really bravery. It's just I don't give a fuck. And that's, I don't know. Even confidence. It took me 2 years to really be confident. Oh, Venda, hey, and hang on. Oh, Venda and Sue. Is that really Sue? Or am I tripping? Oh my God, it says something. Guess what, Bill? Guess what, Bill? I'm awake. And wanted to catch some of the Bill stream. Well, where else would you go? I mean, you wouldn't tell me. But welcome. There's not much going on except me not pressing play. Usual. But yes, so I had a breakthrough. I couldn't talk about it really at the beginning because I wasn't. Now I'm calm and cool. And when I first started, I couldn't talk. Still can't talk, but there's more hope now. Hang on, I need a sip. "12:45 a.m. Are you guys on lockdown? I just can't believe the amount of people that are traveling traveling between states. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Just because there's people that have traveled from like New South Wales, which is like the hotspot in Australia right now. There's over, I don't know how many cases. Every day there's like 300 more new cases, and it's just spiraling out of control. And they're having a trouble like keeping people indoors, which, God, that's why you don't move to Sydney to stay in your house. At least in my city, hermits, I reckon there's more hermits in my city than Sydney. But yeah, and then they traveled up north to other states and spread it, and now they're on TikTok making videos. The latest chick, because this country town had to be shut down for the first time, and the whole country town turned on this chick who traveled somewhere else and then came back with the virus. And yeah, she's on TikTok crying. The hate messages can stop now. I'm like, get off TikTok. Get off TikTok. Don't make a video. Don't play into it. But yeah, it's just great. The amount of, leave Britney alone, but it's 2021. But, oh, my God, for a while there, I thought it was 2020 during the Olympics because I didn't want to give them 2021 perspective. I really thought, and played out the whole, what was I doing in 2020 when the Olympics would have been on? Yeah. Hope you guys weren't doing 2021 to them. Were you? You're a different person now. You can't, okay, live your life. Let's press play.
You better check your damn law, buddy. That doesn't stop me from suing your ass. They had on your post, which we have screenshots for, so I'm so thankful for the army out there that loads these people because they load us up with it. He said, I'm not going to sue Katie Joy because I can't sue her, and tells this person how dumb they are because I'm under an indictment. You better check your damn law, buddy. That doesn't stop me from suing your ass, and it doesn't stop me from suing your wife. Watch it and learn. Sit back and learn. Nothing better than a bought lesson, and you bought one. Check your damn law, buddy. That doesn't stop me from suing your ass, and it doesn't stop me from suing your wife. Watch it and learn.
Damn, I have to wait a minute. There's a plane going over my house and it's loud and I can't hear it. And it's, go away, mate. No, it's still happening. Okay. I need to replay that. Oh my God. He's telling them to sit down. It's okay. They already are. They never stand up and drink.
It doesn't stop me from suing your ass, and it doesn't stop me from suing your wife. Watch it and learn. Sit back and learn. Nothing better than a bought lesson, and you bought one. So we're doing all of our background checks. We're doing all of the stuff that would stop me from suing your wife. Watch it and learn. Sit back and learn. Nothing better than a bought lesson, and you bought one. So,
does he say bought? Like, no, nothing better than a bought lesson? What does he say there? And you bought one? I don't know. Because I couldn't understand, and that's the word that my brain put there. Hopefully it makes sense. Oh, Sue. It's good to see you, Sue. Okay. Bought. Oh, good listening ears on my brain. Because your ears are on your brain.
So we're doing all of our background checks. We're doing all of the stuff that we need to do. And the information that I have clearly shows that, Katie, you have defamed my family with lies and slander and defamation. We've got our damages together, and we're coming after you for it. So I want this to stop. I do not want any more conversations about us. We will extend the same courtesy. Let the legal system do what it's going to do.
There's no way to even put yourself in Katie's shoes and try to imagine what she would be making sense of this. Like, I feel even when she hears stuff, her comprehension is, I don't know what that is. I've never just, okay, I'm not even making sense.
The truth is already coming out. It's coming out in droves. I do not want any more conversations about us. We will extend the same courtesy. Let the legal system do what it's going to do. The truth is already coming out. It's coming out in droves. And I forgive you. Even.
Oh, okay. But before we get into the forgiving stuff, when he said it's already coming and it's coming in droves, it's the second wave, The second coming is where it's at. Is it the first coming was Tati. Is that ever spoken about? No, it's the second coming that's always spoken about in the prophecy. Right? Am I making sense? I know I am. Oh, I'm making so much sense right now. I can picture the opening of the prophecy of Katie. The first wave hits. Rattles her a little bit, but, shakes it off. This second wave, she thinks it's just a wave. This is like got stuff in it, this wave. It's not even water. It's just all sand or one of those waves with seaweed. Ooh, and then there's she goes to dive under it. We're going to put a reef there. And then she'll get dumped on a reef. Does this happen in America? Do you guys get dumped on reefs? It's like the wave goes, you don't have control. Let me dump you on some reef and good luck getting out of it. No? Just me? What about sharks? Are they common? Are they common in, well, they would be, wouldn't they? Jaws. It wouldn't be Jaws ones though. Okay, we're way off track. Got to press play. I don't want to because it's nearly at the end and I don't want it to end.
Even after I continue to get messages that you've sent out and things with this Katie Joy that she has sent out and things that she says you've told her and so forth and so on. Keep in mind that this Katie Joy has already stated through her attorney that she's willing to work with us. She's willing to work with us. Now, I'm going to also post the subpoena that Katie Joy's attorney has now been served with for her deposition. It's my understanding that my attorneys and her.
I thought I'd just share with you the picture that my mind is showing me right now. Yeah, an egg cracking. Let's all put that image. And just as he talks, it's cracking even more. It's beautiful. I'll put the headband on there if you want, if you need that. Some people do. Fuck it, I'm putting the headband on there.
Attorney are supposed to speak today. I will get that update and I'll report. His attorney has now been served with for her deposition. It's my understanding that my attorneys and her attorney are supposed to speak today. I will get that update and I'll report that back to you guys next week.
Oh my God. I kind of want to do a mock-up conversation because it's the guy from the YouTube video. Oh, I forgot his name because we should go and look at, no, I don't know if we should because it shat me. Like, why would he choose to wear that? That's the thing. I didn't even listen because he's trying to teach people about law. What's his name? Anyone would know. Someone would know. Anyone in the chat? Throw that name out there because that's where I want to go because then I want to get his name and then in my head I want to picture him talking to like a better lawyer than him. Oh my God. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? It's almost like, when they say coming this summer, like a really good movie back in the 90s though, before they started just making the same movie over and over again. coming this side. He was like, oh my God. Remember that, like, the trailer for Gremlins. Just add water. She needs to drink more water. Oh.
So with that being said, that takes this understanding that my attorneys and her attorney are supposed to speak today. I will get that update and I'll report that back to you guys next week. So with that being said, that
I don't want to know what the last words are. I don't want it to end. And I love how he's going to report back. I love how it's like club meeting, gathering, grouping together. We're all helping each other. This is great. I need to do some Todd artwork. I'm going to put you on a good podium, not like one that you've, stepped up on yourself. Although, anyone who's in London or, who knows about, what is it? Is it Hyde Park? I don't know. Where is it in London where anyone can stand on that box and talk to the masses? Yeah, I'd love him. Imagine he do it. I didn't even know if anyone would know it was him. I would stop and listen to him. He wouldn't even need to wear anything crazy. Oh my gosh, I wonder if he's done it. So much I want to ask. Like, there's so many questions I want to ask him, but it's like even I'm not finding it online. Would he be in, today's smash hit? Smash hits like back in the day. What is it? Gossip magazines? No, not gossip magazines. Fangirl. Is there posters out there of Todd Chrisley for my bedroom wall? Like that kind of level of fan? Or is it mainly online? Do people, maybe I should go talk to the Todd Chrisley fans. That's actually where I could learn the most, from someone who's really into him, who talks like him and didn't before. So much. But yeah, if there's posters out there, I want a poster just to high five in the morning. How you going, Todd? We got a group meeting today. Are we reporting? Are you reporting anything back? Choose your speaker. Do you want Bill or Todd? I mean, always Todd. But I'm here to, I don't know what I'm here for. Boom, I'm killing myself right now. Let's go to chat because they got words. I like that you guys have got a lot of words and that I've missed so much tonight. But Minnesota is the land of 1,000. Is this the lake conversation that she was talking about? Or is that a song? 1,000 lakes. Is there that many lakes? Or are they the same lake? Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. What's the difference between a lake and a river? Fuck. Geography. Where's that knowledge? Come on. Actually, that's not, see, geography. I remember back. I actually lost that brain cell. Just having a look at chat. Uncivil law. Do you know who uncivil law reminds me of? But I don't know if it's bad because sometimes I do this comparison and people are like, you're just too, I think I've said, what's his name? Philip Seymour Hoffman. Just like a little bit, right? And he's one of my favorite actors. What was I watching the other night? And he popped up as someone. He was someone's friend. Oh yeah, The Invention of Lying, which is one of those movies where it's only good until halfway. Oh, Nate. Is that the name of the channel? Nate the Attorney? Why is his name Nate? Is his name Nate? This is too much. Get another name. I can't believe his name's Nate. I'm so glad there's another Nate because I'm in that corner. if we had to choose a Nate. Obviously, I don't like this one, but oh, that's the name. Thanks, Vanda. Oh, hang on. What's legal eagle? Oh, you guys just talking about all the lawyer YouTube people? There's so many. Who knew that? Well, there's communities of everything. Okay. Oh, we're finished, aren't we? Did we? Should we hear the last word? What if there's none and it just cuts off? That's he didn't even say ball again. And he calls her with a crystal ball. And that's where you insert the 8. No, not 8. Is it? No.
Patty Westbrook. It won't be filed in the wrong venue. My attorneys are smart enough to know exactly where it needs to be filed. And they're going to file it where you committed these.
Should we go to where, yeah, hang on, let me figure it out. When we've got to use the brain, you've got to wait a minute. Oh, I'm so glad you can see it too, Melin. Oh, hang on, now I can read it. Oh, because my brain. No, can I? Okay. I'm so glad you can see it too. Wouldn't laugh at wouldn't laugh at the invention of lying. Oh, I just like it. You know, it's fun when they get the money and stuff, and then it just gets annoying. Is that what we're talking about? Oh, here we go. Facts on Minnesota. Whoa, 11,800 bodies of water in Minnesota. Oh, okay. That's a lot. Why are they complaining? Oh, no, they're not complaining. But did she sit there and name them all? Do you know that I found an article? No, it wasn't an article. I found, well, in my Katie baggage, I found like a post that like talks about how her and her family used to go to the lake and water ski. Their dad had they were talking about an old speedboat. Can you guys imagine it? Have you ever water skied? I have once with my friend. I did the boom. There's no way I can. I don't have that muscle. I'm too chicken legs to have power. I crossed over and couldn't even get up, and I am the person that sits in the donut behind and gets pulled. But yeah, then it snaps and you're left out in the middle of nowhere, and then your family doesn't care and no one looks behind and the boat just keeps going, and then you're like, holy shit, this is life or death. Oh, one second. Actually, should I just take you with me while I do clicky? What am I even looking for? We're going to Reddit. Oh. And I've gone quiet. I just feel like I didn't get as much as, I don't know. I guess what's happened to my brain? I can't find. I've got to pause it. I'll be back in a minute. Look, I'll take you with me. It's better because but I told you before that I can't drive and talk at the same time when it comes to business. Do you guys turn the radio down when you're trying to find like a park when shit gets real. Got to concentrate. Turn the volume down. Yes, I think this is it. Is it? Oh, man. Look, this is what it's come to. I didn't prepare. I didn't prepare further. Oh, that was it. Brain, that was it. Taking it home. This is one of Todd Chrisley's latest posts on, well, hang on 1 minute. I need a drink. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Well, I want to add it to the stream. Fuck. You might want to get your life together. That's never gonna happen. Especially when I'm streaming. Don't ask so much of me. Because it's opening in a different window again. Why does this happen to me? Is anyone else slow like this? No, just me? Oh, okay. I'm mad. I can't even think. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. My wheels are turning. That means that my brain is working. They're trying to figure it out. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening here. Oh my God. I've lost all my tune. I've lost all my everything. But if I click on there, it's going to open up into something bigger. Does it? Oh no, let's see. I might have done something like by fluke, and that's it. That's it, as long as it works. Look at that. Fluking is the way that I succeed in life. I'm a total fluke artist, man. I shouldn't probably brag about it. I will jinx myself on that too. Okay, so yeah, he posted this. It doesn't have a date, but I think it was today or yesterday. Important, you don't want to miss this. Read the documents carefully. It's Savannah's birthday, and Julie and I reminisce over the moment we found out Julie was pregnant. I then read statements that I obtained in the lawsuit against certain members of the Georgia Department of Revenue. I then discussed my recent Entertainment Tonight interview. Oh, I might go there. Oh. As stated in the podcast, when does it get to it? As stated in the podcast, ChrisleyConfessions, which you can find on Apple or Spotify, please see attached documents. I'm also looking forward to attending the deposition of Katie Joy Paulson, and will notify everyone once the date has been set. Oh. These text messages are between Josh Waits and Katie Colvin. This is not our business, is it? I don't know who that is. I think they are self-explanatory. Oh, I can't zoom in anymore. Is this our business? Is this related to us? Or am I just going to read it and add more information and then go, oh, it wasn't even about Oh, okay. So is that it? This was nothing. I'm sure it was something else. My God. Guys, It's going downhill. What's happening? Back to my face until we figure it out. And this is why I'm better on replay. I can't even figure out how to get out of here. What's going on? Oops. Oops. Oh, that's a great, yeah. Why not? Why not all just go out of there and, oh my God, do you want to just work? Look, I'm having brain problems and then I'm talking to my laptop. Aren't you glad that I had nothing planned so we can have this beautiful moment together? I know, it's like being lost on the side of the road and you're stuck with someone that won't shut up. Oops, and then I just had a gulp. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah. We're looking for Todd. Oh, that's not what. Oh. Yeah, I can't find it. Oops. Go to 44-minute mark of where? Of what? Oh, no, I've already done that. No, that was because I checked the 2 bits that I played from Reddit match up to what he said in the podcast. Or does he say more? I don't think he does. Let's go to chat. They always have something to say. They can save me right now. Save me. Oh, and also the last live we did. Yeah, of course I got copyrighted by Now We Come From the Land Down Under, but it was worth it to see how big that Vegemite sandwich was served on a loaf of bread. So big. The sandwich was big, but the guy's top was so little. But yeah. Gosh, what was I going to say? Stupid brain. This is what happens, my hemochromatosis at the moment. Well, until I just figure it out, I've got to do more stuff. And I'm just so over having blood tests and dealing about the medical. I'm just like, let me just live for a minute and then I'll go back to whatever they want me to do. But yeah, so it affects my ADHD the most and my mental illness, like my mental health the most at the moment. And yeah, everything's just out of whack. And this is what happens. I'm like, stupid brain. Well, not stupid brain. Anything that you've got to add, I like it. At least it's not so it's like people keep, what are you thinking about? Oh yeah, and did I say good night, Sue? Oh, that was a good pop in. I always feel bad for people popping in before they go to bed. Kind of nightmare. You don't know what phrase is going to get stuck in your head. But, wait, 2 hours. Should we just like cut it? Let's cut the cactus loose and watch it float away. Yeah, let's do that. It'll be better for me. I can just cut this end off. Oh, yeah, but before I say, like, the live that we did. Yeah, so I got like a bit, I was like, fine, cut that bit out. But now they won't, because apparently I replied too slow. And so I went and cut the video up myself. But then I couldn't save it all because I didn't have the space. So I just took the Australian bit, you know, where we went through the Aussie slang. Should I upload that? But it's going to come with no views, whereas the live had about 400 views. So, oh my God, the decisions I've got to make, I can't make them alone. someone who wants to make the decision on that, you should drop it down below in the comments or something, whatever's down there. There's also more links and words down below as well. Oh, yes. And if you want to join the Cacti contributors, I actually pinned the link. Tell me in the comments below if that was annoying as well. Because, you know, I'm all about, you know, stuff shit me, and I make sure I put that in their feedback box. Thank you, guys. Thank you for those that showed up in the chat, and thanks for those that tuned in and were listening. I have put a post-it over the number because numbers throw me off. But it was good tonight. Let's regroup and report back soon, okay? Cacti, high five down the lane or down the line. Gosh. Flood the chat with green. I'm sorry I kind of ignored you guys, but at least your words are saved. I want to go re-listen. Yay. Bye, guys. Also, if you want any fanny packs, I think I'm going to change my name to the store and call it, no, eventually it will be called the Fanny Pack Factory. I'm seeing it in my vision, my visualizing board. Okay, guys, I will relieve you from the torture right now. Take care. Please take care out there and stay out of the sun and stay out of drama and don't do small talk with other people. Pay it forward in a good way. Okay, I'm out of here. Bye, guys.